Hello everybody. Today's project is going to begin. We're going to be doing a Meus MB24 kit. And this sucker, I just got it off of Amazon for like $38. And I've always liked the body style of it. I've always been like a Chevy S10 fan. Anyway, I ended up seeing this and I was like, I just have to get this thing, right? And I like the green with the blue. There's a white one that's pretty much just like an unfinished, unpainted body. There is a red and black, and it looks pretty cool too. I just couldn't decide, so I ended up going with this guy. It's probably the least colored spectrum that I have. And so I'm going to go ahead and just do an unboxing right here and just show you what all comes with it. So you get a plastic body, and it is pretty light. It's, you know, I mean, it's a hard body, but it's a very hollowed out hard body. And then let's see, I haven't even opened any of this stuff yet, guys, so you're seeing it as I am. Well, here, I guess we can just cut it and dump it. If I can find some scissors that actually work, huh? Junky Walmart crap. Okay, so let's see. So it comes with a spare tire that mounts, you know, from the bottom. And so you can actually strip that rim, it looks like. And it's got a foam inside, so if you have a foam that you need to repair, there you go. But looks like you could probably put one of your tires on it just to match if you have a spare. Wow, it even comes with the little rock sliders. I mean, they're plastic, you know, everything's plastic, but these are not half bad. I mean, they're very polished, like right there on that surface. Let's see, so then you have your front bumper, and it has the little fair lead in there, so that's cool. It has a little servo mount, so that's kind of cool. I mean, it's, you know, it's all plastic, so we'll probably use the aluminum one, who knows. But part of the cage, let's see, and I didn't really read the full description, so I'm seeing wiring in here. So I believe, wow, that's pretty cool. That's actually cooler than I was thinking. Actually get working LED headlights that will go into this little headlight mount. You got a little light bar. That is sick. I really didn't pay attention. That's cool. But and then you have a scale driver and passenger. And whether you put this in or not, it is pretty heavy. That's definitely, I mean, that's probably about a little bit over half what the body weighs, so that's pretty crazy. All right, let's just kind of move this stuff out of the way as we go here. It's like some more frame stuff, and I don't know, there might be different different bumpers and stuff. I don't know yet. So this looks like part of like a body mount, maybe the rear bumper mount. But here's some more framework. That's pretty cool. Lots and lots of stuff. I mean, a huge bag of hardware, so that's really cool. Let's see. Oh wow, 2 bags of hardware. So a second bag, and this has a carbon fiber, looks like it's a cross brace piece, probably for the body mounts. I haven't heard any magnets clanging around or seen any, so I don't know if it's magnet mount. Like I said, I have not really dove into this as far as reading about it. So yeah, here's some more of the frame, and I mean, it's, you know, it's got some give. It's got a little bit of forgiveness factor, it looks like, so that'll be kind of cool. But yeah, the body, I mean, altogether it seems like it's pretty light. And then the low center of gravity carbon fiber side pieces here for the frame, and it's got all your little holes, so that's cool. I mean, that's, you know, it's, I felt some of the carbon fiber stuff before, and they were extremely heavy. This stuff doesn't really feel like it's too heavy. It's probably a real perfect. Oh, cool. So you get a bunch of the Meus, or however you say it, probably butchering it, but a lot of the decals. There's a lot of the clear ones, some white ones. Let's see. Oh wow, I don't know if I just got, nope, I was thinking I got lucky and got double, but I mean, that's pretty cool though. You get quite a few decals to choose from. Lots and lots of little scale stuff, so pretty cool. way cool. I'm always a fan of stickers. I mean, that just always kind of makes my day. I don't know why, but oh, look at that, even another sticker. Oh wow, and that's a pretty good quality metal. It's raised. You can definitely feel the metal. Oh, 2 of them. Jeez, lucky day. Maybe we'll put those on the sides, I don't know. But yeah, and so that's really why I started this podcast. Is whenever I first got into this little hobby, in fact, the first thing that I ever really did was I bought some rock sliders for this guy, and there was like no way, no instructions or anything on how to put these guys on. And you know, everything that I looked at, it looked like, okay, you know, you could put these, like if you went to the Enjoro's website, you know, it showed those things going on upside down, and then later in the build they were flipped around. And I just thought, you know what, I'm gonna figure this shit out, and then I'm going to you know, make a video showing how to put it on, you know, after I figure it out. And that's pretty much honestly what started this channel. So I mean, I'm no expert by far. I'm very new to the hobby. I'm learning as we go. Anyway, back to another build. So, but yeah, anyway, I'm pretty excited. So this was kind of like the beginning of this video will be the unboxing, and I'm not going to go as crazy as I did on the on the Jeep, where you know, where we ended up using brass everything. You know, we did brass axle housings, brass links, drive lines, skid plate, side mounts. I mean, everything is brass. I think that's aluminum, but yeah, I mean, everything on this damn thing is just screaming like way heavy. And so I ended up changing out the ESC, and we also swapped out the transmitter too, because I'm going to be honest with you, the one that came with it, the Spectrum, was supposed to be the upgrade that we all hoped for, but I felt that it was lacking in a piece of shit. But so pretty much the only the only thing that I kept on this entire, I don't know why I paid the money, but I got the body and the battery and the frame rails, and everything else on this thing got swapped out. So yeah, I definitely could have just bought another body and built it for a lot cheaper than what I ended up paying. But so yeah, anyway, this is you know, just the unboxing. And one of the big reasons I was going to do a video on this is because I thought for sure that I was going to have to figure out how all this crap goes together and then do an assembly video. But it looks like there's some really detailed instructions, you know, I mean, right down to mounting your motor. So that is the one thing that I did notice that I didn't see on here, is I didn't see the skid plate. This is the one I'm going to be using for it, and it is brass. I highly recommend brass every single time. Screw the aluminum, screw leaving the stock plastic, because this is your most low center of gravity item that you're going to be putting on this thing. I mean, it sits right down there next to your rims. I mean, like, as far as depth. So, I mean, you know, whenever you've got your car, and I like to kind of squat mine a little bit, but that right there, I mean, that's like your lowest point, you know. And so if we have that, you know, brass, then that's some good low weight, you know. And I will be doing the overdrive gears on the front, and yeah, and so, you know, I'm just gonna go with the factory stock axles, but I probably will put the brass knuckles and the brass diff covers, and then the overdrive. And other than that, I think we're going to pretty much just build the Meus racing kit. I am really impressed with it, guys. I mean, $38 on Amazon. I mean, I'm not getting sponsored by anybody. That would be cool to be sponsored by anybody, but definitely not Amazon. And go pick one up. And, you know, if I had it to do over again, I probably would have ordered the white one, just so that I could have painted the body from start to finish all by myself. But like I said, I mean, I really did kind of like the color combo of this guy, you know, and maybe we'll, you know, I don't know, we'll we'll stick those stickers. I don't know. We'll see. We'll go through it, play it by ear. Maybe we'll add some windows. Maybe we'll do a little bit of our, mesh. I really like this mesh stuff that I put on, my little hot rod crawler. I just like the look of that mesh. I don't know why, but it just looks tough. We'll have to do some playing around and we'll get the body all tuned up. But yeah, more to come. I'll probably just end this part of the video here, and then whenever I start up, I'll have the frame assembled. That's going to be some real boring stuff you don't really want to watch, especially where you have the instructions. So, I mean, their instructions are really cool. They even go right over mounting their little boat slider deals. I mean, you can't really ask for more, since most of this equipment that I've got has not come with a single bit of instructions, not even a hint, So, yeah. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. I really appreciate it, and I will continue on with this video in a minute. So I'll see you guys in just a few. Okay, so look, this project was a real pain in the ass, okay? So there was a ton of things that I really just about said, you know what, the body looks cool, and I've just always kind of liked a few of the things about it, but you know what, this thing is just not worth it. It was just about to that point, because one, they don't give you anywhere to put the battery, and two, I mean, there's just a million stupid little things you have to jump through to wire to get everything in. And but I mean, really cool whenever I finally figured it out, got it done. So hopefully I can help you not pull your hair out. So I mean, I still wanted to have it look pretty badass, because whenever it came with a little driver thing, which, in my opinion, when you see the little cars driving around and there's not a driver in it, I don't know why. Maybe I'm weird. It pisses me off. I'd like to see a little driver in the damn car. But a lot of them don't come with it. And so, I mean, I've done a few like mods, like I just 3D printed like a little bar and I put a skull head on it, and so now I've got a little driver skull in a bunch of them. And so, I mean, it just makes me feel better, I guess. I don't know. But, so I was kind of excited whenever I seen the little driver, racer guys in there. So I painted them up a little bit and just thought, oh, you know what, we'll kind of run with this. And I didn't like it. I wanted to put some skull heads on them. So I chopped their heads off. I chopped off the back of the seats. I glued some skull heads in it. And I mean, and it's heavy. This little plastic piece of crap here is heavy. So anyway, I put it in, and I just didn't like the way it looked. And so you notice there are some skull heads in there, and I did do the two because it came with his little buddy in there. But sorry, I'm kind of zoomed in on there. But so with this, there was a lot of things. Where to even start? Okay. Let's start with the good. Okay. The good, it looks badass. I love it. Love the body, love the high, like everything. I mean, oh, sorry. I want to give you guys a little sneak peek there, but I just like everything. I like how it can take the bigger tires. I like the higher shock mounts. I like the low center of gravity carbon fiber rails that it came with. I mean, everything about that was really cool. The little cage setup is cool. But then you start building it and you're just like, God, okay. So if you notice, it used to have the little fog light bar. Okay. And I cut the little mounts off and threw it out. That was kind of neat. But the problem that I was seeing with it was, one, it was bright as hell. That thing was 5 of probably the brightest LEDs that they make. So that was terrible. I was trying to take some photos, and I'll do some pictures. They just looked like ass. You couldn't get any good photos of it. I left the light bar in the grill. I thought that looked pretty sick. And they're really, not too annoying, whatever. I haven't put any stickers on it really. I did put one of my little stencil decal things and put the little Ghost Recon guy skull. I painted that on there, and I really like how that goes. But so like the other thing is, I mean, they give you this little teeny dumbass tire. I actually really like that tread. It's pretty soft, pretty sticky. Not bad, but it's, you know, I mean, you could use it. It even comes with a foam in it, whatever. But that goes in the rear, and that just looks so stupid, especially if you're going to use any kind of like, you know, bigger aftermarket tires. I mean, this is a deadbolt tire, you know, a stock deadbolt. And I mean, they're a lot smaller, and, you know, even it looks, you know, probably a little bit better, but we're going to figure out something in there. And so I'm going to kind of give you guys a rundown. When I showed my little girl, Violet, whenever I showed her this, she was like, you've got to show other people how you did it, because they don't give you any room for the battery. I mean, none. Like when I popped this thing open and you put the electronics in it, you put everything in it, I started just Googling, I started watching YouTube, like how the heck did anybody get a battery in there that's worth a shit? Nothing. I mean, there was some people buying these little teeny lipos that were, you know, like $250 or something. I don't know. They were just ridiculous. But so anyway, I figured it out. Okay. I mean, I went down to the dollar store and I got one of those little, pen organizer things for your drawers, and I cut it out and glued in the mesh and did some stuff. So let's open her up finally. The moment you guys have all been waiting for. So right here, I 3D printed a 1mm thick little plate, okay? And I measured from inside of the frame to the inside of the frame, and then I glued it in. I glued my wiring in, just a little bit of super glue here and there. I glued a magnet in, okay? So this thing gives you these little body mounts. Let's see. Kind of hard to see, but these right here, these little stupid notch thingies, okay? They're supposed to like drop into these like little weird nub thingies, but they suck. Every time that you would like take a tumble, the body would lift. Every time that you would, you know, take like a really steep flex, it would, boom, the body would pop up, and I just wasn't having it. That sucked. And I tried a ton of different relocations. I mean, I thought, okay, well, I'll move the ESC up in here and mount it, and then I can just plug. And, you know, so I'm sitting here thinking, okay, well, every time I go to set this up, it's going to be a damn process to plug in everything and, you know, get it to where it looks really nice and beautiful, and then you can shut the lid and just hope to God that it doesn't pop open while you're trying to drive, if you're going to do a comp or just out for, you know, the day in the hills, whatever. I don't know. Real pain in the ass. So, like I said, I mean, I became a huge fan of these. Okay, these are your little battery relocators. And I put one right up here in the front. But what I had to do, and I took some photos, but like right here on their carbon fiber frame, there was this useless piece of shit that stuck out, and a bar that went across, this bar actually, and it was like right here. Well, of course, that was just taking up battery real estate and not doing a damn thing. So I took my Dremel and I put a cutoff wheel, and I carefully, without cutting my fingers off, I wore safety glasses so I don't damage my eyes. I cut straight down on both sides, removed that piece of shit. I took this and then I trimmed off the little notches on the sides, okay? It fit perfectly between these two rails. I put a little bit of some super glue on there, and man, it is perfect. I can come all the way down to where everything squats, and it like, let me push with this, and it bottoms out, and I still have just that much room and play above the servo, just a little bit. So, I mean, I could probably have gone down just a hair with this, but whatever, you know, it is what it is. I glued a magnet, so instead of doing like a washer to magnet, no way, man. I did magnet to magnet, and I made sure that they were attracted before I put it on. You don't want to, you know, have a opposing deal. But anyway, so with this, okay, I cut these off, and I cut off all the mounting shit, okay? I set it in there. Let me see. So this is a 450, and I even put the 900 in there, and it fits. So, you know, like all these guys that just gave up, bunch of sissies, and then they went out and they bought a stupid damn battery that'll give you like a 15-minute run. Yeah, you're stupid. Try to problem solve. So what I did was I zip tied through the side little mount slots there directly to the frame, okay? And the frame, I mean, I love this thing. So, like, I mean, I'll show you the turn radius. This is pretty much maxed out. And that allows, it doesn't hit, it doesn't, like, nothing. This chassis and this body is killer. And so even with, that is the only problem that I do complain about is the ESC. It's on a Velcro thing, and so it flips around a little bit. But, like, with the body on, it still has no rub. You know what I mean? And so I am super impressed with the way that this body frame and everything was set up. I mean, Meus, I was about to curse your damn name and for, like, you know, send you a nasty email and be like, what the hell are you guys doing? You made a badass, you know, rig, but you just didn't leave us any spot to put a battery in it. Like, are you nuts? And so just to show you guys, here is a 900, okay? And let's just put it in. That's what she said. There we go. Okay, so, I mean, there's a 900, okay? And yeah, you got to tuck a few stupid little things, and it's not plugged in. The other one still is, but watch this. Okay, yeah, we're hitting this little balance port thingy here, but let's see. Just tuck it out of the way just for now, because I'm probably going to have to get a little bit of an extension and make for a few of my plugs. But, you know, there we go. And it is, you know, pretty close to shutting. I did have it shut in there, I swear. So, anyway. Yep, there we go. I heard the magnets clip. So that is a 900, okay? We went from, we can't fit a stock 350 battery to people are giving up and buying little shit dumb batteries, and then they're setting them like right here, okay? So to a 900. And I know I can get that fine-tuned to work, okay? So the other thing that you could have done, okay, and I was right there just about to do it, is to mount the battery right here, vertically. Well, up, you know, like on its side, like this. And you'd be able to shut the lid, okay, and I was going to put it on this side just so it would offset the motor and stuff. And that's a little guy motor, and I'm just afraid of it getting hot, too hot, so I put a heat sink on both sides of it, and I peeled the little foil sticker off of it, and they are white underneath. But I just wrote that it is a little guy, and it's a 66 turn. So I believe it's their ripper. Anyway, shout out to little guy. You guys rock. So, yeah, where was I? Anyway, so if you put the battery here, then you run into a few problems up here. And so you know, it would have landed kind of up into the driver's seat. And so, you know, you'd have to get rid of that stupid little driver panel, you know, this piece of crap. But with this only being 1 millimeter thick, I mean, you can see how thick this sucker is. This thing is, you know, taking up a lot of real estate. And I mean, you know, you could get really creative. You could cut the driver out and leave one driver in a console, and then put your battery up. And I mean, you could do a million things. You know, you could take the battery and you could wrap it with some kind of cloth so that you don't really see it. And because, you know, the windows are open on the factory one, but I don't know. I like this cage material. It kind of, you know, and right here, I might redo this panel because I had to leave a hole open for the cable for the lights. But since I got rid of the lights, you know, but I mean, it's not too noticeable, but yeah, it'll bother me. Anyway, yeah, so this is the Meus MB24, and figured it out for you, Meus. You guys need to, your instructions were weak sauce on where to put the battery, because you didn't even try. You didn't even try to say, You could do this option, or this option. The one option that I was actually going to do before I figured it out was I was going to just lay the battery in here in the back there, but you don't want that showing. I mean, especially if you've got, you know, such a cool rig with detailed lights, and you know, and you've got like all these little details that they give you, you know. It's just like, why would you want to just have like a battery just chilling in the back, you know? Just, you know, like, hey, here we are, you know, we're a pretty detailed car, and now that's what we look like. Come on now, you know, you're better than that. And so, you know, anyway, that's where I am. I'm going to do some stickers. I'm going to do a few more things on it. It actually crawls pretty good. I took it on my little course and just kind of was doing some fine tuning. You know, we've got the 43 millimeter shocks. I honestly think that is about the right combo for just about any of these rigs, you know, your 43s. So 43 double barrels. And I don't even know what brand they are. They're just some, let's see what they are. Who knows? Let's see. Oh, I think they're Enjoras. Anyway, yeah, I got them on one of those little Amazon deals. I usually just get whatever there is, and you can make them work. You can fine tune them, whatever. Usually I pull springs, but these actually seem like they do a pretty good job. They're very light, soft spring. But anyway, just a final update on where I got everything to go. It took me a while. I mean, this project was a quart of blood, but it was a good challenge, you know. It really was. I mean, if it was just a simple, easy, every part fits, slap it together thing, I'd probably be pretty pissed off, you know, that it was just a simple thing. But yeah, go on Amazon and buy one. So get on Amazon, buy you one. 38 something, I don't know, $40 after tax. Great little deal. Sorry, my camera shut off. So I just went ahead and finished up where we left off. Thanks a lot for watching. Thank you for any of the new subscribers. So go and check out James Dirt RC. He is a freaking legend. So he's been running the WPL C24-1 for a while. He's put portal axles on it. He's done just about every mod you can think of. The guy is a true stud. He gets out every day and freaking crawls that thing several times a day. And I mean, the guy's just a legend in my eyes. Recently he saved up and got himself a brand new Rubicon. So he ended up getting the SCX24. He joined the the little mini club. I mean, the WPL's kind of mini, but hey, he went minier. So good job, James. Really appreciate your content and all the shout outs. You've been giving a lot of shout outs to a lot of people, and we all really appreciate it. And keep your videos coming. And Coal Crawler's out.